I've just put another diff, a later diff housing, next to the early one which came out of my S2. So you can see there's a significant difference between the early diff housing and the later diff housing. It has a couple of extra, they're much wider, like a big washer, casting washer. The diameter around here is much the same, but they've just made a lot more meat on it. So that's a good thing. So obviously, but they're still weak across here. Doesn't mean to say that you've got big flanges here that's going to help stop any cracking. If you've got a big horsepower engine and you're a hard driver on the road or the track, you really should have a diff brace, a really good diff brace on. And we'll show you something that we've manufactured, and you might be interested. So we'll show you that a little bit later on. Okay, now we're going to do another little insertion of the diff and removal, but this time I've got a spare diff that's set up with our new sheet metal fabricated diff brace, or anti-torque cage I'd like to call it. So we'll pop it in now to show you how easy it is to put a diff in with a cage around it. So here we go. Now if we put the chocks under here, line up the holes on the mount, it'll be all good. Now there's one little thing I have to do. For some reason the height of this diff with the housing, this is a late model housing, is different to the early one, because when I put this one in I had to remove the right hand side diff mount, and it's easy to do. I'll show you how to do that. For the diff to pop in, easy like that. But the ear kept on fouling on the diff, flexible diff mount. So that's it. It picks up on 4 bolts or studs on the diff, and as I said, I've had one on my car since the early 80s, and that was a legacy of its race car days. But this one, all nicely fabricated and welded up, it fits perfectly, and if we build one for anyone, we'll make sure it does fit, because now we've got 2 spare diffs here to try them on, early and a late one. So that's it. Hopefully we will be able to help someone out who's got a problem with their, I believe the old ones, you know, fitting the diff brace, the angle brace up is a bit of a dog. But this one you don't have to line up, it's an integral part of the diff, and everything goes in together. And the holes line up, they line up perfectly. So it's all good. I'll just take it out again, just to show you how easy it is. But here we go. Beautiful. Got to balance that. So the camera's on the right hand side diff mount aperture in the body. So, oops, it is possible, of course, to remove and replace, awkward here, the upper diff mounts, put the body on the car and the diff in the car. So you just pop the mount in, and along with the bolts, and secure it all again. So that was what I had to actually lift that out of the road. For some reason the other diff was just fouling on the lower lip of it. So the covers, that's the covers I put over the apertures, held in with little tappers, self-tappers. A bit of aluminium sheet that's been hammer formed, dome to give clearance for the bolts and on the mount. Easy. Bit of elastic around the lip underneath to seal it off against the body, and it's too easy. So all these little things make the job of looking after your land so much easier than any other thing that might be suggested. So I'm only to don't like freaking around with things for too long, so I do things to suit me, not someone else.